next head coach is the head coach at Irvine Valley College. Tom Pestolesi enters the 2009 season leading his squad in their attempt to defend back-to-back state and, thank you, Karch, national championships. Pesto began his volleyball career here in Orange County, as did Mike, as an all-CIF player at Huntington Beach High School. He then went on to star at Long Beach State and later the University of Hawaii, where Tom earned All-American honors in 1982 and 1983. Returning to Orange County, he then played as a member of the U.S. national team for a very short stint and has been named a USA Volleyball All-American 8 times as he continues to compete in the U.S. Nationals. Tom began 15 years of high school coaching at Estancia and Newport Harbor High. As a head coach and assistant, Coach Pesto was part of CIF championships in both the boys and girls sport and coached some of the game's biggest names, including AVP great and part-time IVC assistant coach for the women, Ms. Misty May. During this time, Pesto also coached the professional level, winning a championship on the 4-man beach tour. In 1991, Coach was hired to begin the men's program here at IVC. The college was rewarded with a state title in 1993, as well as the 2 most recent titles in 2007 and 2008. The Lasers have been to 4 consecutive Final Fours under Pestolesi, with 13 players receiving Division I scholarships in that span. I'd like to introduce your host for this evening's event from Irvine Valley College, Mr. Tom Pestolesi.
He's good. Thank you. My first thing I want to do is thank ASICS, Karch, John, and Dr. Keith Shuck for putting this on. I don't think people realize how much work he does behind the scenes, and a lot of stuff that seems to go very smooth. There's a reason, because he's real good at what he does. So I want to thank Karch, Shaq, John, and Bill for ASICS, everybody helping out, putting this together. Getting back to Karch and Mike and I playing against him, I know that 6 of those 124 wins are against me, and then because one year I redshirted and he kept playing, and Mike probably has 8 of his wins against Karch. He didn't lose very much. So we don't feel too bad because we know that we lost to the greatest player of all time. So we can live with it, and it's really not a problem. But I just talking about our program at Irvine Valley. Obviously, the Orange County connection allows us to be very successful. We try to get the best kids from the area, and we've been fortunate to do that the last couple of years. Coaches that have done this for a long time know that you coach pretty much the same way every year, but depending on who plays for you, really kind of depends on how well you do. All the coaches that I see here, I appreciate it because these are guys that go to camps, go to clinics, are always trying to learn things and improve themselves to help their programs get better, and then that makes it easier for us as community college coaches because the kids have gotten better training at their high schools, and then when we get them, we don't have to teach them as much stuff, and we can just kind of get higher level things because there's more good players in the program. So I appreciate the coaches being here and improving yourselves to help your programs go better. But our main goal in this program at Irvine Valley is to get our kids to get a 4-year degree. We want them either 1 year or 2 years, and if we have them longer than that, then we're going to get rid of them because they got to move on. We want our kids to get in here, play a year or 2, move on, get that degree. That's our absolute #1 goal because we know that this volleyball thing goes away real quick, and we want our kids to understand that it's super important that when you get finished playing and you have a piece of paper that allows you to go to this company or this corporation or this school and apply for jobs because they know you did the work and all the stuff that's involved with a degree, that makes us feel good. Then we know that we've helped these kids get a start, and that's what we want, #1 for our kids. We've been very lucky the last few years that those kids that are going on and getting their degrees have been really good players. And because of that, our teams have done well. And as coaches, we just haven't done a lot of stuff to get in the way. So our program, it's about getting our kids to get a degree. And we don't try to hold on to them. We really want to move those kids on. We have currently 7 players from our last 2 seasons are playing at Division I schools. We have Brian Simmons playing for John at UCI, Ted Slaughter's playing at UCLA, Rory Jones is at Long Beach State, Kaleo Baxter is at Cal State Northridge, Sean Grubbs, libero at Pepperdine. We also have two kids, Peter Johnson and Adam L. Rakabawi at UC San Diego. And that makes us feel good because our kids know that if they didn't come here first, they wouldn't be at those schools because they got better, they got to play, and they got re-recruited. And so it's a great option, the community college, for kids that maybe slip through the cracks. The kid has some potential, but he needs to play more, and he gets an opportunity at our level to showcase his skills and potentially move on to actually become a pretty good player at the Division I level. Our program here, this year we're in the same boat as Mike. We're 3-3, trying to find our way. We've had some pretty good matches. We haven't finished some that we would have hoped to, but we're working on some things, and that's the beauty of our preseason with the way ours is set up. We can work on things and not have to worry so much about is it going to knock us out of the playoffs. But the key factors for us are a couple kids I'd like to mention. We have a Nick Costello, who's a libero from Hawaii, very good. Shaq calls him the Freak, a little guy that can do some really amazing things, and he's fun to watch. But he's a key player for us, a team captain also. And then we have a middle blocker named Corey Brophy from Mission Viejo, a local kid. Again, that Orange County connection. And Corey's doing a real nice job, very aggressive, very physical, 6'7", and he does a real nice job blocking and getting up, and he does what you need from a middle blocker. He just goes hard the whole time. So we appreciate that because sometimes kids don't like to go as hard as you want them to. And then we have a little kid, local kid from University High named Brandon Directo. He's only 5'9", but he has a legitimate 46-inch vertical jump. He's fun to watch. Can do some things where we kind of go, oh, wow, that was kind of neat. So we put in the community colleges, all the schools have a good product out there, and we do have, each school has a couple of kids that are a notch above others that have some special abilities. So it's a very good product. It's fun to watch. Like Mike said, we're going to have a battle this Friday, and I'm looking forward to it. It's just it's fun to compete, and we have a very good level of volleyball at the community colleges, and we would just like to see a few more people at our matches, and I think if we can get this out there and let people understand that it is a good product, that will help. But it's about getting our kids seen and moving them on. And then again, Friday, we just hope that UCI has one of those nights because our son plays for Long Beach State. So thanks again for inviting us. I appreciate it.